Software development is the end-to-end process of designing, building, testing, delivering and improving software systems to be able to solve real-world problems and meet user need. That particular process, from the moment where software idea is being incepted to the level where that idea is being implemented and you have a software application that users can actually use to be able to solve whatsoever problem that they have, is what we call software development. And we are going to look more about this continuously in this video. So the traditional IT technical teams that is involved in software development were comprised of two teams. It's actually made up of many teams, but in this video we are going to look at two key teams that are important in our DevOps movement, right? And these two teams are the development teams and the operation teams. The development teams are the teams that are actually responsible for writing and building the application code. For example, let's say you are a restaurant owner and you want to develop an application that users of your restaurant can use in order for them to be able to command food online, make payment online, and also do all the things that you will want them to do with your application. What is going to happen is that you are going to go and meet software developers, and when you meet software developers you are going to tailor to them what you want, and when you tell them what you want, they are now going to go from the idea you've given them, build your system, design the system, how the application is going to look like. After they design everything, they are going to build that application and then test the application, and if it's working adequately they will now deliver the application to you and then monitor the application if there is any failure or breakages or any bugs that need to be fixed. So the people that are responsible in writing the application code that is going to perform the various functionality that you want your application to be able to perform, they are what we call the developers, right? They write the application code, they build the application code to make sure that everything is working, and then they are now going to hand over that application to the operation team for them to be able to deploy the application. So the development team focus on features and delivery speed. They focus on improving the application that they have developed, updating the application if there is any update that is necessary, and if there is new feature that you want to add to your application, what is going to happen is that it's the developers that will be working on this to be able to make sure that everything is working very well or your need is being met. And these people focus on speed. They focus on speed of delivery, and whenever they finish working on all the work they have to do, like writing the application code that they have to write and building this application, they are going to hand off this application code to the operation team, and the operation team now are the one that are available in deploying the application. So the developers write the application, they build the application, they test the application if it is necessary, and after they have tested and everything is working, they will submit the application to the operation team. The operation team are now the one that would take this application that the developer have developed and deploy this application, which means launching this application so that users can actually be able to access this application in order for them to be able to perform whatsoever thing they want to perform in this application. And the operation team are also the team that are responsible for setting up the various infrastructure like the server, like the database, the networking, the APIs, and all the rest that are necessary for your application to be able to run adequately without failing and without crashing, right? They take care of the various infrastructure that are important, and whenever they deploy servers, they are also the one that will be managing the server to make sure that all the packages or that are running in that particular server are up to date, right? They are the one that are responsible for this, and these people, they focus on uptime, they focus on performance and also on reproduction. What they want is that the application that they have deployed in the server should be there running at all the time. This is what they are responsible in doing, and they are also responsible in making sure that the application is not only running but it is performing adequately the way it ought to perform, and they also design the system in a way that is highly secured in order to be able to reduce risks that can affect the application. Now, these people are usually involved late in the software development lifecycle with minimal input during development. It is only when the developers have written their application, and if you have a quality assurance team, the quality assurance team have tested the application, and even if you have a security team, the security team have make sure that the application is secured, there are no hard coding, and there are no other security or loopholes that hackers and malware users can be able to use to be able to access your application and cause harm to the application or steal users information. That now the application will be delivered to the operation team for them to just take the application and launch it so that users can be able to use the application, right? So this is normally how the traditional IT teams look like.